Hey, what's up my fellow Twisters? Welcome back to another Redstone map showcase. Today, we are taking a look at the Super Redstone House with over 1,000 Redstone Creations. Yes, you guys heard me correct, over 1,000 Redstone Creations. That is absolutely mind-blowing, and I highly recommend you stick around till the end of the video to take a look at all of those awesome inventions. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that this map and video was split up into 3 different sections, and those sections include the Redstone theme park as well as the Redstone farm and statue, and those were different videos. So if you want to take a look at that, the annotations should be on your screen or in the description box down below. And in total, I would say this map itself has over 2,000 to 3,000 Redstone Creations. I mean, when you guys see it, you'll understand why I say it so much. I mean, it's absolutely breathtaking. I mean, even like planning out the map, it took me at least an hour to get past one of the houses. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to do is grab some of the keys from this chest. You want to get one of each key, and those keys will allow you to access certain parts of the map. Now, also, I do want to mention that this map is created for me by Vogel74. This was a fan submission, and he put a lot of work into this, and I really appreciate it. So yet again, Vogel74, I really love it, dude. It was an amazing map, and I am happy to share it with everyone else. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a minecart from this chest, place it down over here, and then we could go off on the minecart and check out our world. So as you can see, we're going to go down this track and then around the entire compound. I'm going to actually just come out of the minecart and fly around because it's a bit faster, and I know you guys don't want to see me ride a very slow transit roller coaster. So as you can see, this is the map itself. That is not the house. That is just like the starting position. We go past our pool, a bunch of other Redstone Creations, and that is going to be our gigantic Super Redstone House with over 1,000 Redstone Creations. Much of it is located under the ground. Over here we have our mini theme park with several different mini games, and at the back we have our farm, our tree house, and our redstone statue. And I was just playing around with this, as you can see. Also, by the way, when you cross a certain rail on this little system, it does turn on the lights, which looks really cool. Okay, so now we're going to head on over to the start of the map. Right over here is going to be the first key input. The passcode is going to start with ultimate, so you search for the key that says ultimate house of redstone, and you just drop it in there, and it should detect the key and say it's correct, and then open up the door itself. Now, for some reason, the door does not open even though it says the passcode key is correct, and before it says it's correct, but for some reason it says it's incorrect now. But whatever, we can just break down the door. It's a really bad way to start off the map, but it really does work. So let's just ignore that for now and move on to this room right over here. As you can see, we have a lot of awesome decorations and signs of redstone kind of hung across the map, and it's pretty interesting. And now we could go ahead and head on over to the rest of the map. The next piston door is going to be right over here, and to open up that door, we need to go to the middle of the fountain and activate this button, and that button is going to basically send these blocks up, create some candy canes, and also open up this piston door located right at the back. So there you go, it's really cool, and it opens up a 3x3 area using only pistons from the ground. Very cool redstone. And now it takes us to the second portion of the map, which is going to contain our swimming pool as well as some other redstone decorations. Okay, so over here we have a lovely fire pit. We could basically flick that lever to turn on the fire and then enter our fuel into this chest. I'm going to quickly go over everything over here because this is not the main portion of the Super Redstone House. This is just a compound. But on this side, we could go ahead and turn on the bubbles for our hot tub as well as the lights, and it looks pretty cool. There we go. And we have another one on the other side as well. Over here we have a beacon color changer. We basically hit this button or flick the lever and it turns the beacon on and off, or it changes the color and cycles it. As you can see, we now have like a blue light, which we could barely see because of the shaders. But yeah, there you go. And on the other side, we could actually change the properties of the beacon to either say haste, speed, or jump boost, or anything like that by a simple click of the button. Very simple stuff. And this button is going to allow us to turn the beacon on and off from this side of the map. Like I mentioned, we have another what do you call it, a hot tub on this side as well, and then some other random decorations. Now over here we have another switch that's going to allow us to turn on the lighting in the pool. As you can see, very cool, and we have a bunch of squids in here, but we can ignore those guys for now. I'm going to kind of skip ahead with some of these decorations because yet again, I want to showcase the redstone in the map and not really some of these random decorations. Now on this side, we do have a slime block roller coaster, which is very complex and very cool, but I unfortunately cannot show you guys that because it really does not work. But if you download the map, you could go ahead and try that out for yourselves and try to modify it or whatever. I'm really sorry, but I just want to get to the house. Now this button is going to turn the lights on and off in this area, and the slime block roller coaster comes or goes down here and then comes up on the other side right over there. Alright, so here we are on the third portion of the map, which is going to be the front of our redstone super house, and this is where everything starts to get crazy. Okay, so basically what we need to do is step on these carpets right over here and hold a key that says key in our hand, and then click this button, and then that door will then open up. So basically holding the trip hook wire or the trip hook that says key, hit that button, and bam, and it will only open up if you have, you know, this particular set of things going on. And yeah, the door basically opens up. Then we could go ahead and click on this button to create fountains on the side of the map. You can only use this button once, and once you do that, it does disappear. And then this door automatically closes behind you, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you want to manually close the door, you could click on one of these buttons. It's currently dark, so I can't really see, but I guess the right one is to turn on the lights, and the left one is going to close the door, I believe. But yeah, either way, it's going to close automatically. So as you can see, this house itself looks pretty nice, and we currently have fountains being made by our like pop-up fountains. The ice will eventually melt, and then all of the glowstone and whatnot will go back to the bottom of the map, which is pretty neat and pretty interesting. Now this is going to be the second half of the house back here, and also it's going to contain the entrance to the underground facility that's going to hold most of our redstone. Yet again, we have a button on this side which is going to turn on the lights, and this one is basically going to open up the very back door to take us to the Redstone theme park, which we're not going to be doing, but it does have a really cool piston door yet again. Now on this side, we have a bunch of other random decorations, and these decorations are kind of built into this redstone kitchen. This one's going to give you food. This button, I'm not sure what that does, but we could click on it, and I think it opens up a waterfall. That is actually pretty interesting. On this side, we have another working fridge. Very cool. And then some other random stuff. And there is a lot of things over here, guys. Look, there's a garbage disposal right under that block. Very neat and useful, as well as some other things over here in the kitchen as well. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly look around and see if I find any other buttons, but it looks like there's really nothing else. Now, I want to go to the top of the map and show you guys all of the different decorations and whatnot, but I really want to go down below into the basement because that's where all the good stuff is. Okay, so over here we have a pop-up fireplace. And one thing I do want to mention is that there is a lot of detail in this map using redstone that you really wouldn't need. I mean, it's completely unnecessary, but it's still pretty cool nonetheless. Now on this side, if you love cats, we have a cat room. Yet again, built with unnecessary redstone. On this side, we could flick that lever to basically pop up some food for our cats, or just food for yourself because, I mean, it's, you know, raw beef as well as pork chops. So I'm pretty sure cats won't eat that, but maybe dogs, maybe. And on this side, we could click on this button to open up another like hidden piston doorway, which will take us yet again outside. So yet again, a lot of redstone just crammed into this one area. Over here we have a block swapper, which basically allows us to put a crafting table in the middle of this table, and I believe you could use this button to send it away or something like that, but I'm pretty sure that's just for decoration. Alright, so that is basically going to be this floor of the building, but we do have one special secret. If we go ahead and grab ourselves a redstone torch and place it on top of these red stained clay blocks anywhere on the map, they will pop off, and they will basically be a hidden redstone key, and it will open up a door right here in the ground. So as you can see, this is going to be a staircase, and it automatically closes like all of the other creations on the map. So let's go ahead and do that again. And then we could go down the staircase and enter our secret underground base. This is going to allow us to manually close the staircase. Yet again, very unnecessary redstone considering it closes automatically. The next thing we have over here is an elevator that's going to take us down into our compound. So what we need to do is basically click that button, walk forward, and then it will take us down. And as you can see, there is just a huge area down here, and then the bottom of the elevator. Now, one thing I've noticed is that most of the item frames and most of the paintings are missing on the map, but there's supposed to be like tons of paintings over here. Alright, so here we are at the bottom. We could click on this button to go back up the elevator, but you guys know the drill. On this side, we have a huge hallway that's going to take us to the underground compound. Alright, so here we are going down the hallway. Nothing too complex. At the very end, we have a spiral staircase. No redstone, but at the very bottom of the staircase, we have the entrance to our base. Now, this button is going to open up this lovely piston door. Very huge door, I do have to say. Then coming in over here, we click on this button right over there. It's going to allow us to turn on the lights for the entire floor, and then this button is going to close up that piston door. Now, one thing I do want to say is that since there's so much redstone below the map, I won't be going over every single thing in detail. I'll just try to quickly explain them, because if you guys are familiar with redstone, I really don't need to explain much of these things. Alright, so on this side, the first thing we're going to take a look at is an industrial furnace. Basically, you have your inputs for your food or your ores, and then this will automatically be sent into these furnaces back here. Now, the cool thing about this is that there's actually fuel inputs as well as an output for all of your items, and there's an automatic mode as well as an XP mode built into it. So when this light is on, it is being automatically collected into this chest right over here, and when it's off, you can manually collect them by clicking on the furnaces themselves. So really cool, and you can have a lot of fun with that. So hopefully you guys know how the industrial furnaces work, but yeah, let's go ahead and move on. On this side, we have a industrial brewing machine, or just an automatic brewing machine that just allows you to easily create any items or potions that you like by, you know, flicking levers. It's pretty simple. As you can see, any one of these lamps that are lit at the bottom will signify your ability to add in any of these ingredients into your potions. So basically, we have our awkward potion being created by adding nether wart by default. As you can see, the light is on. Say, for instance, we want to get a potion of strength. We basically flick that lever, and then it will basically light up this redstone lamp, and then allow us to get a potion of strength when we flick this lever. So now, as we flick that lever, our potion is being brewed, and we can actually flick this one down here to see the process actually happening. So as you can see, our awkward potions are now being created. When it is finished, it will be dispensed into this chest right at the bottom. Very simple stuff, guys, and it's really cool because we have the ability to make any like one of these potions in Minecraft. Now, in this room, we do have a bit of redstone that's going to allow us to change it to night or day, as well as to turn the system on and off. I'm not really sure what this on and off button does, to be honest. But on this side, we have a huge, gigantic, mega storage system for every single item in Minecraft. So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen storage systems like this before, but this guy took it to the next level. Yet again, we have almost every single item available in Minecraft. This is absolutely insane. I want to just quickly go into game mode 3 and take a look at the redstone behind the map itself. I mean, look at this. This is just insane for one creation. I mean, oh my god. I mean, who has time for this? This is just really awesome. Vogel, man, you are insanely cool, dude. Alright, so now let's go ahead and go back into game mode creative mode and check out this little system over here. So basically, if you guys don't know how this works, we basically put in any of the items that are located onto this wall, say diamonds for instance, into our input chest. They will automatically be entered into the system and sorted, and then it will go into the diamond chest in the storage system. Now, if you want to go ahead and retrieve any item, you could just simply come on over here to, say, blocks of diamonds and flick that lever, and then you flick that lever and then click on the button either on the left hand or the right hand side, and they will be outputted into your output chest. So it's a gigantic storage system. It's really cool and includes a ton of items, as you can see. So yet again, that is pretty amazing, and I really can't do it a lot of justice because I do have to move on very quickly. Alright, so on this side, we have a piston door that's going to open up the automatic farming areas. Very cool. It is automatically closed behind you, or you could use the manual switch. As well as we have another button over here, which is going to be the button for lighting. And if you guys did read the book at the beginning, it does explain what the colors for the buttons are and what they do, but I am just ignoring that at the moment. Alright, so in this area, we do have, yet again, this button that's going to allow us to turn on the lights. And in the farms, we have carrots, as well as potatoes, watermelons, and pretty much any other thing that you can imagine. We also have cocoa beans on the side, as well as sugarcane in the back. We could click on this button right over here to do automatic harvest for all of our different items. and then you could go back manually and plant them, but basically they will all go down into hoppers and be automatically sorted into this one chest, as you can see. So yeah, pretty cool automatic farm area, and it's pretty much every single thing that you will need. Alright, so now let's take a look at our redstone on this side. This is going to be an area for a hidden, or not a hidden enchantment table, but a very versatile enchantment table. So we have 2 doors on this side, but basically once you enter this room, you could right click on the sign to choose the different amount of levels that you would like to enchant. So basically you right click on the sword, it points towards the max level 6, the room adjusts accordingly. We could go to max level 12, and the room will adjust accordingly. We go to max level 18. And the room will yet again change its shape. Very cool stuff. And then we could go to max level 24. Yet again, the room will change its shape for another time. And we could go to max level 30, and the room will take on its final form and allow us to get 30 different levels. Now we could grab that sword and go into our chest or into our enchantment table and grab that sharpness 3 with knockback 2 and looting 2. And it has 10.75 attack damage, which yet again we took 30 levels to create. So that's very cool, guys. And we also have some lapis down here if you need it, as well as this button that's going to give you a ton of XP. Check that out, guys. It's going to basically give you, I believe, 100 levels of XP, and this is going to be very annoying, so I'm going to leave the room before all of the XP follows me. But yeah, take a look at that, guys. It's actually lagging my game with the amount of XP that is being created. So yeah, now the next thing we're going to take a look at, if we could have all the stuff go away, is this button that's going to do something. I think I forgot. Oh yeah, it's going to do a system that switches anvils. I know that's not really that amazing, but if you have a broken anvil or a used up anvil, you could easily click this button to get a new one. So, I mean, how cool is that? Okay, so on this side, we have another button, which I think is going to open up a hidden nether portal, which is very cool and very useful. On this side, we have an abandoned generator, which does not work on the latest version because of all the updates in Minecraft. But if you guys want to know what it was basically like a sand generator, and the sand falls, and it should, like, give you unlimited sand. But for some reason, yet again, since the game is updated, it doesn't really work. Alright, so that's just one thing I did want to mention, and that's one thing that the map creator left into the map itself. Now on this side we have another area that's going to be a smooth stone generator. So we click on this button, it's going to generate smooth stone, and on this side it's going to generate cobblestone. And if you break this, as you can see, it will be instantly replaced. So that's just a really cool area if you want to get, you know, different types of stone. Yet again, really unnecessary considering the amount of items you do have, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. Now, here's another area that's going to be an extension of this compound. It's going to go down 3 more levels, guys, with even more redstone. But before we do that, I want to go back to the start area and take a look at the first underground passageway. So this is going to basically be very simple. We click on either buttons on either side. It opens up a hidden staircase in the ground. We have a manual switch yet again to close the staircase behind us, as well as a huge hallway that's going to allow us to enter a different room in the house. Now over here we don't have a lot of stuff, but basically if you click on the start button, it should do something, but for some reason I don't know why it doesn't work. I think it just bounces us. I think it's just a trampoline, to be honest. So I guess we're supposed to like bounce and go up the different levels. And yeah, I'm pretty confused to what this is, but it's not really that amazing, but it's a pretty cool addition to the map. So here we are at the next staircase, and I'm warning you guys, there's going to be a lot of redstone down here, even more than in this area. I swear, it's absolutely crazy. Okay, so when you basically click on that button, it opens up a staircase yet again. We could come down here and hit this manual switch, or go all the way to the bottom and find this little light button that's going to turn on the lighting for this floor. As you can see, it is at the very bottom of the map. There is very little space here, but basically this is going to be our redstone station, and this station has 3 different rails. One is currently out of service, and this takes you to 3 different locations on the map. The first one is going to be, I believe, the second basement. Next, we have a whatever project you like. I'm not really sure what that is, but the third one is going to be our bunker elevator. So, if you guys did not know, this actually has a redstone defense bunker built into the bottom of the map, which includes a lot of other redstone. And yeah, so the first thing we're going to take a look at is going to be the second basement, which is like the main area. And then from that area, we could check out the first and third area. So basically, click on that. It activates the system. You click on this button and then enter a minecart, and it will take you to that second basement. And it's not really far away. You basically just go up right over here. And there we are in the second basement, and as you enter this area, the lights are automatically turned on, so you really don't need to do anything. We have a button over here that that allows us to turn the lights manually on and off, and another hidden redstone torch key thing, which we'll take a look at the very end, because that opens up another floor in this entire compound. Alright, so like I mentioned, there's a ton more redstone in these floors. As you can see, it's quite large. And the first thing we're going to take a look at on this side is going to be a gigantic storage system. Now, for some reason, all of the item frames are gone over here. But if you go ahead and download the map in the description box down below, it basically highlights all of the items yet again in Minecraft. Now, I was showing you guys a bit earlier that we had a huge gigantic sorting system, but this one is the sorting system for the farms as well as all of the other automatic harvesting mechanisms on the map. So basically, guys, what I'm trying to say is that the farms that are located on the other sides of this map, the output is going to come down to these chests, and these chests contain all of the other items that were not included in the other system before. So as you can see, if I go into this chest, we have a collection of endstone, emerald ore, pretty much any single item you can think about in Minecraft. Yet again, the item frames are missing, so keep that in mind, that if you download the map, we'll have all of the item frames for you guys to properly know what's in these chests. So yeah, pretty much every single thing, guys, is in here. So yeah, that is definitely pretty cool. Now over here, we have a staircase, I believe, that's going to go into the bottom section of the map. I'm not really sure what this is. I've never seen this. What the heck? We have even more items. God, this is insane. I've never been here. Like, seriously. So as you can see, we have another floor that's absolutely filled with our items. Just every single item you can think about, from gas tiers to leads as well as compasses. There's so many stuff, guys. My mind is being blown right now. I have no idea what to say. Alright, so yet again, another floor. This one really doesn't have anything in it, but yet again, all of the item frames are missing. I do want to emphasize that because I know this is a bit confusing. We have gold ingots over here, we have blaze rods, and I guess this is just a huge, gigantic sorting system. And around the map, there's actually input chests. So if you enter your item into those input chests, they will automatically be brought down into the system. Alright, so that is basically that really wonderful and gigantic bit of redstone. And I know it's kind of confusing to you guys, but this does work with a lot of hoppers. So if I go back here, you can see that there is just a ton of redstone that went into this one creation. So don't underestimate the amount of work that went into this, because it is absolutely mind-blowing that he created such a thing. Now, as you can see, there is a ton of redstone on the rest of the map as well, and I think the bunker is like right over there. So guys, I just quickly reset the map to show you guys our automatic storage system. As you can see, all of the item frames are here. This is how it's supposed to look on every single level. Now, the reason I reset the map is because on this side, we have a redstone creation that actually requires item frames. Alright, so over here we have a villager selection system. We have actually two built into one, and what we do is basically use our arrows to point towards an item that we would like to buy from a villager. And that could be anything from iron ingots and string to enchanted weapons and armor. So basically, you right click on any one of these arrows over here, and you point it towards the item you want. Say for instance we want that enchanted sword. We would basically select that and then call the villager using this button, and then once the villager is here, we send him back using the button in the middle. So eventually he will come over here, and then we could go ahead and trade with him, but at the moment we could use the exchangers on either side to basically get emeralds or diamonds or whatever. So to get 1 diamond, you could trade 10 emeralds, and that's very simple to use. So let's go ahead and quickly do that. Grab ourselves some emeralds and just pop 10 into our little exchange system here. There we go. And once they get to 10 emeralds, the dropper will automatically dispense 1 diamond. So let's just wait for that, and bam, there we go. Alright, so if you guys did not see from the corner of the screen, the villager did come out, but for some reason he went back in. So let's go ahead and try it on the right side. And then on the left hand side, we have another redstone emerald to diamond exchange system, which yet again is pretty useless. Yet again, I did mention that, oh gosh, there goes our villager. I did mention that we have a bunch of like random redstone. And yeah, I still appreciate the work though. But as you guys can see, the system really doesn't work that well. But you guys have a good idea of how it works. Something is wrong with that system. Let's see if we could go ahead and check out maintenance. Let's see, open up that door. Oh my god! What the heck? Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared me. So I guess there's supposed to be an armor stand in here, but for some reason, the armor stand disappeared as well. But the sound did scare me, that nasty Enderman dying sound. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the map and area down here. We have a horse lift, which is pretty weird, I guess. This is just an area in the map. I'm not sure if this works or not, but basically you click on this button and this elevator comes down, and this is actually the elevator that is located right behind the entrance of our Super Redstone house. I'm gonna wait for that to come down, but first we're going to take a look at the rest of the map. We have another hidden torch key input over here, which we'll get back to in just a second, because that opens up an area at the bottom of the map. On this side, we have an armor selection system. Whenever this arrow is pointing towards a color wool, that's the color that you would like. So basically, to get our colored armor, say for instance we want a red cap, we want a green chest plate, a blue pants, and a pink boots. We basically point the arrows towards those items. Then we click on this button at the top where it says automatic refill. It refills those items, and then we can click on the button over here and it will dispense them for us. So any moment now you can see that it will dispense those items at the bottom. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. So we got all of our items. As you can see, this is actually our yellow tunic because it's pretty dark. We have our red cap, as well as our other items, as you can see, like our blue leather pants and our boots. There we go. As you can see in our inventory, and I clicked it twice, that's why I got 2 sets of the items. Alright, so that is one awesome system. Yet again, don't underestimate the amount of redstone that went into that, because there is a lot of stuff that I'm not showing you guys that is behind this area. So this is going to be the elevator. You basically click this button, it's going to be like a realistic elevator, a slime block elevator that goes all the way to the top. And yet again, it is right here at the front of our Super Redstone house. And yeah, that is basically that. And you can't open it unless you click on the basement button first. So that's just one thing to mention. Alright, so now let's go ahead and explore the rest of this map. And yet again, there is a lot of stuff over here. Inside this area, we actually have the hub for our minigame slash theme park area. And you basically click on this button, and then it says this is the minigames lobby. And there's 4 different minigames to choose from. Yet again, those are redstone minigames mixed with command blocks. But we're now going to be taking a look at that. You can check out the video in the description if you want to see how that works. Alright, so we have another redstone invention over here, but I'm not going to show you what it actually does. You can download the map and check it out for yourself, but basically when you click on this button, it teleports you to a dark room, and then it gives you a lovely fireworks show. And the reason I'm not showing that is because it takes a really long time, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see me stand in a dark room where I could barely see the fireworks because of my shaders. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yet again, I recommend you download the map and try it out for yourself. But now let's go ahead and grab ourselves a redstone torch and check out this hidden redstone torch key input at the bottom, since I mean, might as well. Alright, so on this side it basically opens up a piston door. This door basically allows us to have a button over here that closes the piston door behind us, or if you come over here and click on this button, it will do, or actually it closes automatically, but this will basically allow us to go all the way back up to the top of the map in a very secret entrance, as you can see. Alright, so here we are back at the bottom. I'm going back down into our second basement, and now we can take a look at this side of the map. Now, this side of the map includes an awesome little target thing. As you can see, it's very dark, so you can see that particular target at the end of this area, and we click on either one of these buttons to launch TNT at it, as you can see. Bam, there we go, and it's just a fun little minigame thing, and it's also a very nice distraction for a secret room. Alright, so that is going to be our second cannon. It doesn't destroy the target, but basically when you put a redstone torch key on the ground, it pops out and it opens up this huge, gigantic walkway and has a secret room right behind the target. I mean, look at that, guys. That is so awesome. We have another button over here that closes the door behind us, or when you cross the area, it automatically detects it and it closes the door. As you can see, when I click the button, it just reopened. Alright, so back here, guys, we have something absolutely mind-blowing. But basically, this is going to be a super secure room that is going to be a hidden vault for all of your items. Now, my throat is starting to hurt because I've been talking for so much, but basically, you would enter your key right over here, and your key, yet again, has to match this particular word. So as you can see, we just enter it with the passcode starting with U1T2. We do that on the other side with our other key as well. So I don't think I have that key. Oh, I do. There we go. Pop it into that dropper. We hit these buttons, and that is the first wave or first step of our passcode now completed. The next thing we need to do is match up the color purple to this area. So we basically flick this lever and wait for the color purple to appear. And once it appears, we can then pass the second level of verification. And any second now, we want to make sure we don't pass that, and bam, purple. We now have it matching on both sides. Now what we need to do is figure out this passcode, which I have no idea how to do. Now, usually you would just point all of the keys towards the lights, but this actually has a passcode, which is pretty confusing to me. Now, the passcode is 2758. I assume those are the positions, but I don't know which side to start from. I've tried every single combination, like starting 2 on this side, and then 758. I tried starting 2758 on, this side or whatever. But anyways, none of these work. But if you guys do get it correct, congrats to you, and then the doors will open up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip that. I'm really sorry. I really don't know how to figure this out. But this is going to be I believe, a 4x4 piston door, which is pretty cool. And then once you enter the passcode correct, the lights are automatically turned on. And then once you have that, you could access all of the different loot inside of our vault, which is surrounded by obsidian, as well as there's some obsidian on the inside. We have the chests on the side. If you go ahead and step on these pressure plates right over here, they bring out some of our crafting tables. Very cool. And then when you step off of them, they put it back down into the ground, as well as we do have a hidden torch key input yet again. You can replace this block on the ground for no one to figure out where it is, but as you can see, when we place down a torch key right over here, it opens up a secret area in the wall, and bam, there we go. We have a lot of blocks of diamonds at the back. It's really cool and pretty insane. We can use this button over here to open the gate, and this one to reset and close the gates and have the system like go back to default. So let me go ahead and show you guys what this does. It uses command blocks to pop out all of the item frame signs. And as you can see, it kind of overwrote itself, and then it pops out. And yeah, that is basically that, guys. It's pretty interesting, pretty neat. And even all of these little piston things over here reset as well, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so over here on this wall, we actually have a few credits going out to all of the different builders that helped inspire Vogel74 to create his lovely map. So yeah, we have all of the other Redstone YouTubers that you would imagine on this wall. Huge shout out goes to them for, supplying this guy with all of the ideas. This is Vogel74's head. And I also have my head down here because it said that this map is dedicated to me. So that's really cool yet again. I really love the amount of hard work you put into this map, dude. I'm absolutely mind blown, and I hope you continue to create cool maps because I would love to see them. So this is actually the Wall of Fame. Now on this side, we have ourselves a armor selection system, and I'm actually pretty confused of how this works because I have done a 3-way armor selection system before, but this one actually has all of the different armor types built into one little system. I'm not sure how you did that, but basically we have our chainmail, our gold, our leather, as well as the diamond and iron ones. Very cool. Alright, so over here we have a torch key input that's going to open up the door right over here, but at the moment we are not. Actually, we could go here right now. Why not? Let's go ahead and open up that door. It is a 3x3 piston door, which is yet again really cool. We could use this button over here to close that door. And then up here we have ourselves a machine that we could turn on and off, but you guys don't want to turn this machine on. This quote-unquote machine is actually just a wither, and it will destroy the map. So yeah, don't do that. Okay, so over here we have ourselves an out-of-service machine that's basically going to be a automatic tree generator. And if you guys don't know how that works, you would basically plant down. Actually, you know what? Let's try this. Turn the dispensers on. Where is our saplings? Huh. Okay. So this is clearly the output where we get all of our wood, but we do need to grab ourselves an oak sapling and place it down right over here. Basically, when you place it down, it just bone meals it and then automatically like sorts it and then adds it into the chest. Now, I'm not sure how that works, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. And then we could turn the system off using that lever. So this is currently out of service, but we could, easily, use this manually if we so choose. Alright, so here we are back at the start of our second basement. We're going to take a look at the room in the middle. This room in the middle includes a very interesting system. I'm not really sure what this does. Let's click on that button. It's supposed to dispense something underground, but I guess it's just water? Is it just water? I don't even know, but it looks pretty cool, and just a bit of redstone and a bit of detail into the map itself. Now on this side, we have 2 different mob spawners, or actually I think 4, and we can use this button to open up that door. And also over here, we have ourselves the automatic collection system. So over here is the skeleton drops, zombie drops. We could use this lever over here to either trash them or just keep them. And you can see the on and off switches labeled right over there. Very cool. And then on this side, we have another doorway that's going to go into the zombie area. We can click on this button. By the way, there's a mob spawner like up there. And once we click on this button, the zombie should fall down and then get burned in the lava. Now, I am on peaceful mode, so I can't really demonstrate that. But yeah, I think this sign basically highlights some other things that you guys probably need to know. But I have no idea what that does. So let's go on over to the other side, where the skeleton mob spawner is located. Very simple concept. When the skeletons fall down, you use this button to spawn down lava and kill them, and then they drop their items into the hoppers below. Back here, we have a system that's going to use a mob spawner, like an actual mob spawner instead of just dark light. And basically, you could use this lever over here to change between the zombies and the skeleton mob spawner, as well as you could turn the lights on and off to help them spawn a bit better, and you could use the water to basically push them down into our system. So yeah, that's basically how that works, guys. I really don't need to explain it. You can download the map and check that out for yourself, as well as we do have a nice piston door located right in the middle, which yet again is a little bit of redstone detail that you could really overlook, but you should really appreciate because he did, you know, put in a lot of work into that. So yeah, that is basically this floor. Now we can go ahead and take a look at the bunker. I believe there is a secret entrance somewhere on this floor. Alright, so like I mentioned, there is this hidden redstone torch key input that's going to take us to the third basement. We simply pop down a redstone torch over there. Yet again, you can replace that with any block that you like. And then it opens up this gigantic redstone area at the bottom. I mean, this door must have taken a really long time to make. We just jump down over here, bounce on the slime blocks, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We can use these buttons to step on the middle, and then it will bounce us all the way to the top. We could get out of the area and it will close, but we don't need to take a look at that at the moment. Let's go down into this area and see what is over here. Now, over here we have two different horizontal elevators that basically push you horizontally, which is really cool, as well as we do have a walkway if you're feeling old-fashioned. But basically, you just step in the middle of these pistons and you just click on the button. And you do get pushed. Sometimes I do fall and I do go between the pistons, but as you can see, it is working quite well. But I'm just going to go ahead and fly forward because I can fly faster than that piston can move. Alright, so yet again, I do want to point something out. Even though I really appreciate the work that the map creator put into this map itself, there is two gigantic slime block elevators like right next to each other. I'm not really sure why. I think it's just for symmetry, but that is a lot of work, dude, to create two gigantic elevators for no reason. And as you can see, it's completely surrounded by obsidian, mainly because, I mean, it's utilizing slime blocks, but it's also going to protect against any natural disaster. Now, a cool thing about this is that you could actually turn the elevator system on and off so it doesn't lag your game, and you could click on both of them by basically clicking on these buttons. When the light is on, that means the elevators are activated. Then you could go ahead and call the elevator using these buttons on the side, and then send them up using the other button, and I'll send this one up and then call that one down. As you can see, a very nice slime block / piston elevator, and it's going to be the same thing on the other side. It's not going to lag my game because I have a pretty decent computer, but yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Then we could go ahead and go up using this elevator. Very cool and realistic, as you can see. And then once we get to the top, we have the same options up there as well. We could use the button to either call the elevator, go down, or turn the elevator on and off if you want to reduce lag. So let's go ahead and turn these off. There we go. And over here, we're going to have the button to open up the door. So this bunker is called Bunker 111. I think that is a reference to Fallout 4. So very cool. I did that in my own redstone bunker map. But basically, we could go ahead and click on that button. Opens up two different slime block piston doors surrounded by obsidian. And then it automatically closes behind us. Or if you click on that button, it will close manually. Now over here we have a lever that's going to turn on the lighting for the entire floor. It is a very cramped section, but over here we have a few hazardous suits or whatever that's going to allow us to survive in the outside environments in case of a deadly nuclear explosion or any other natural disaster, as well as some other random decorations. I don't need to go over this too much, but as you guys can see, it is very cool. We have a lot of lighting in the map. Over here we have a few piston doors. We basically click on that button, it opens up the piston door and closes it behind us. We could open it and close it from the inside as well. Over here we have a simple redstone lamp, nothing too complicated. I mean, the area is quite small, but yeah, this entire bunker I believe is surrounded by obsidian. But in this room as well, we do have a garbage disposal. Then we can click on this button to incinerate all the garbage that we throw in there, as well as we do have this button which is going to turn on a working shower. I mean, look at this, a tiny area of space and we still have a working shower. That is so cool. Alright, so I'm not sure what this does, but I guess it's just for decoration. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up this door and take take a look at the next room we have, which is going to be the bedroom. Yet again, another cool piston door. We have another lever over here for lighting. We have a closet. And we have 2 different suits in here, or armor stands, and this is called the anti-radiation suit. So very cool. I just destroyed it, so I guess we're going to die. We have a few nice decorations in the room, and yeah, that is pretty much all you would need. Alright, so let's go out into the back of the bunker. We have a nice area to just eat and conversate with any other people on the map. We have a kitchen with a working fridge. Very cool stuff, and then we have some other random levers over here. Now on this side, we do have ourselves more bedrooms for other guests that you may have in our bunker. So let's go ahead and enter this bunker. As you can see, we have bunk beds. Very cool. I think this is actually a better design for a bunk bed room than my own design. So huge props goes to him. At the back, we have a wonderful closet with a area for room, as well as lovely decorations and an armor stand. So I really like that design. It's very cool. And yet again, we have a lot of redstone lighting, even with shaders. Because shaders has low lighting, we still have a properly lit room. Alright, so yeah, there's a lot of random decorations there, but now let's go ahead and take a look at the second floor for our redstone bunker. But before we do that, we do have a small enchantment area over here, and I'm pretty sure that's going to give you a few levels of enchantment. Oh gosh, 17 levels, that's not bad. Alright, so now let's go down to the 3rd floor. Down here, we have ourselves a pantry. We can go ahead and click on that button to enter the pantry. Yet again, another piston door. And down here we have another switch that allows us to go back out, and just a lot of chests for storage. Pretty cool stuff, guys. Alright, so now let's go back out into this area. Over here we have an escape rail, and you could use this after a nuclear bomb goes off, as well as some other random decorations, a library, which is very important in a post-apocalyptic world. And then back here we have a super armored room. If you guys are feeling very paranoid, it's basically a room surrounded by obsidian. We click on this button, go into that room. We could actually set off a nuclear explosion, which we'll do, I think, right after I showcase the bunker, because I think this is the last thing on the map itself. And then we can go ahead and use this for our lighting system and then open back up the door. Alright, so before I explode the map, I want to show you guys the rest of the house above. I know I did not show you guys the 2nd floor, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And we're going to use the escape rail in order to demonstrate this. So I'm just going to pop down a minecart right over here, click on that button, and then it will take us to a very nice area to exit on the map. So as you can see, it is completely surrounded by obsidian. Very cool, guys, and there's not a lot of lighting here, but it is like low, it has like low lighting because of the redstone torches, which I think is a cool idea. So here we are at the end of our escape tunnel. You guys would not guess where this is. Check this out. We basically open up this door, a 2x2 piston door. How awesome is that? And it's actually in the base of this wonderful sign. As you can see, it closes automatically behind you, so you don't even need to worry about it. How awesome is that, guys? Alright, guys, so here we go now to the 2nd floor. The blue button is going to be the one for the lighting on the 2nd floor. That's going to light up the entire area. This button is going to do something that I have no idea what it does, but I think it opens up an area in the top of the house. We'll take a look at that in just a second. On this side, we have a few different decorations and areas for storage. 2 closets over here. Very nice stuff. No redstone, really. We have a bed that has some redstone right above us. And then some other random decorations scattered across the map. Now, the design isn't particularly great, but I really love the layout of the house, and I just really love all of the redstone. I mean, it's just really crazy. Now, on this side, we do have a little TV decoration area. We have a room in the back with a bathroom, it looks like, and we also have like a working button over here, which basically, you know, makes the water fall down, as well as a working toilet. and then some other stuff as well. So you guys can download the map yet again and explore all of this stuff for yourself. I just tried to show off the most important things in the video. But yeah, that is basically a second floor. There's nothing really too interesting about it. That's why I just saved it for the end. And now we could go ahead and head on over to the third floor and then jump off the roof, because I think we opened up something in the grounds. And basically we just run and jump, and then we should land inside this area if we do it properly. And yeah, that's basically it. We just land down here, and if we do get enough height, we would go into this tunnel, and this tunnel is going to automatically close the gate behind us and then take us into this hidden room. Pop that down, and here we go. Okay, any second now, it's going to explode, and it's going to be absolutely devastating. I'm really sorry, Vogel, but your map is going to be destroyed, buddy. But, yeah, there we go. That was the first nuclear bomb, and I believe the second one just went off as well. Oh my goodness, look at that! Our Super Redstone House is basically destroyed, and it didn't do a lot of damage, to be honest. Where is our bunker? I believe this is our bunker right over here. Oh no, that's our rail system. Okay, so I guess our bunker is okay because it barely penetrated the ground. But if you guys wanted to know, that is basically what a nuclear blast would have done to the map. Anyways, guys, that is basically going to wrap up today's Redstone map showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a pretty fun, interesting map. If you did enjoy it, please take 1 second to smack that like button. I really do appreciate it. It was an awesome map, and it took a lot of energy to showcase this because I think at this point now is probably 40 minutes into the video, possibly one of the longest videos I've ever showcased on my channel ever. So yeah, anyways, if you want to see more awesome stuff like this, be sure to subscribe as well as tell me in the comment section down below. Anyways, this was Twist. I thank you all if you watched all the way to the end, and if you did, type in hashtag let's see, hashtag peanut butter is awesome. Type that in. It's super random. No one will know what you're talking about except me. So yeah, just do that, guys. But anyways, this was Twist yet again, and I'll see you guys next time.